Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Excuse me for being in my gym gear, but I'm feeling like summer's coming. I'm out walking, I'm back at the gym. We're having a really healthy salad in this cook along. So I hope you don't mind me not getting dressed for this session. I'm also really excited because on Sunday it is my mum's 90th birthday, which is just an amazing milestone to reach. And those of you who know me know that she's in Melbourne, and because of lockdown and stuff, I haven't been able to see her for 5 months. So I'm going to go down for her birthday on Sunday, and I'm super excited about it, to get on a plane and go and see her and the family, which I'm really looking forward. So the song I'm going to play with you today is how I'm feeling about that, because we are going to have a celebration. So I just have to play this for a minute because I'm feeling excited about it. Gonna have a lovely celebration. What I'm also excited about is that Flower Drum in Melbourne, one of my favourite restaurants, is opening, and we're gonna go and celebrate there as well. Happiness. So hope you're all finding something to celebrate this weekend, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, like I will be. So this is for my mum, Paula. Love you, mum. See you on the weekend. Okay, that's enough of the music for now. Let's get back to cooking. And I'm making a salad that we put together a few years ago. We did a beautiful collaboration with Simon Johnson a couple of years ago using their amazing products. And this is one of the recipes that we created for them using some of their beautiful products. I'm going to do it today. You can change, swap out, don't like rocket, use something else, want to put in some cost lettuce, don't like fennel, choose something else. There's lots of options. This is just the way I've done it. Number one ingredient for me is the pickled onion. I always have a container of pickled onions in the fridge. The recipe you can find in our third book. It's always about the food. In the fish taco recipe, there is a great pickled onion recipe, and they live in my fridge really for months and months and months. We make a big batch and they're just fantastic, and that's what I'm using in this salad. If you don't have those ready-made, I'm going to show you a quick pickle. So I've just got some sliced red onion. I'm just going to put some lemon juice on that. You need some acid to pickle it. So I'm going to put a bit of lemon juice, probably about a teaspoon, and a bit of a dash of olive oil. And I'm actually going to add also a little bit of salt to that. And I'm going to, yeah, you guessed it, massage it in. Don't know what it does, just does something. So this is a quick pickle, which means that it's going to be ready to put in the salad as soon as I've got all the rest of the ingredients together. Thus the name, quick pickle. So onion is just going to be sitting on the bench till I'm ready. I mean, if you love onion, of course, eat it now because it's delicious. I love onion. It's so good. Okay, let's get back to the salad. We'll start with the dressing. And I'm going to use a little jar. You can use a squeezy bottle, but when I'm making enough dressing just for one salad, a jar works perfectly. If you're going to keep a lot of dressing, a squeezy bottle works really well. So into the dressing, we are going to put, okay, as follows: 1/3 cup of olive oil, 1.5 tablespoons or 30 ml of white wine vinegar. And I'm actually using the Simon Johnson brand white wine vinegar. I just love the white and the red vinegar just for everyday salads. I think they're really fantastic. We're going to put 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And I really love mustard, so I'm going to put a bit of a heaped teaspoon in there. Oh, it's not that lid, okay. Put 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. Oh, lovely. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We might have to add some more. And that is this: white wine vinegar, mustard, olive oil, mayonnaise, and of course lemon juice. 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. It's about 1. Yeah, more or less. Okay, now we'll give it a mix. We'll give it a shake, and then we'll give it a taste. Let's hope I've got this lid on. And this is a lovely, slightly creamy from the mayo. It just changes it from our usual vinaigrette. It's just something a bit different. I'll have a little taste. It's yummy, bit creamy, lovely little lemon spike in there. I'm going to add a bit more salt because for me it doesn't have quite enough, so just a little bit more salt. And what's not in the recipe, which I might add in, is a little bit of pepper. Okay, so that is the dressing. Now this dressing is inspired by Adam from Cafe Arno in Woollahra. He gave us a recipe of a beautiful fresh salmon salad for our third book, and this is his dressing, or inspired by it. Okay, dressing's done. Okay, so let's talk about the main part of the salad, which is really not the pickled onion. It is the trout or the salmon that you'll be using. You can use whichever product you like. I discovered this one last week at Double Bay Markets. It's called Snowy Mountains Trout, and it's really, really a lovely product. There's a great fish stall down at the markets and they sell it. The other one I love is a new product from Stephen Hodges. I put the link on our Instagram. He makes a beautiful trout, a hot smoked trout, which is absolutely fantastic. His cold smoked trout is also good. And the best thing that I think he sells is this trout dip that I absolutely love. I'm not going to buy it for the moment. It is dangerous. You cannot stop at one mouthful. It's a sort of tub of dip you get out with some crackers in. Before you know it, you've eaten a whole pack of crackers and the whole tub of dip. Now, in our salad, we're going to put all our ingredients into a big bowl. This is not the serving bowl. This is the bowl that I'm going to toss the salad in. And we're going to start off with some baby rocket leaves, which of course have been washed and dried. I don't always wash and dry them, to be honest, when I make it for myself or my family. When I make it for visitors, I'm a little bit more careful. But I did wash it in the sink a few years ago, I remember, and I put heaps of it in the sink in water. And when I took all the rocket out of the water, there were little bugs, a million bugs in the water. So, just so you know. Okay, so I'm putting a couple of handfuls of rocket into my large mixing bowl. And then we're going to add my favourite thing of all, radicchio. I've got about a half a radicchio here, and I'm just going to slice it into sort of whatever you like. Just some nice strips would be good. And I might cut those in half. Okay, so I'm going to add that to my salad. Fennel. I love fennel. If you're going to slice fennel ahead, beware it will go brown, so you need to coat it in some lemon juice. I often like to take off the brown bit at the bottom. This has been washed, but I'm going to trim it a little bit more. Some people love those, the fronds at the top, which are nice for garnishing. Not my cup of tea at all, so I'm not going to use them. But if you like them, by all means, go ahead. So I'm going to just trim off the brown bit of this fennel. And then I'm going to slice it. And of course, you can do it in a mandolin. It would be nice and easy. But I don't need this to be a super fine salad, so it actually doesn't matter if it's quite a bit thicker. So you can cut it two ways. You can cut it across or you can cut it lengthways, and I think today for a change we'll cut ours lengthways. So I'm not slicing it too thinly. I just want some bite and I want to have that crunch of the fennel in there. I do like shaved fennel though, it is lovely in a salad as well. Okay, so the fennel is done. So in my bowl I have rocket, radicchio and fennel, and to that I'm going to add an avocado. Honestly, I could put an avocado in every single salad that I make. I love it. I absolutely love it. And when the avocados are good, it's an incredible thing to eat, I must say. Absolutely incredible. All right, so let's just take the skin off. And of course, you can do it however you'd like to do it. This is a nice, ripe but still firm avocado, so it's easy to peel the skin off. You can scoop it out with a spoon. whatever you like. And I'm just going to cut the avocado into slices. Remember, if you're making this salad ahead, you can do the avocado ahead, but just coat it again, like the fennel, in some lemon juice to stop it from going brown. I want them to be, you just think about how you want your avocado to be. I think we'll do them quite long today, just for something a bit different, instead of chunks. So I'm cutting each quarter into about 3 or 4 slices. And I may decide later that I've not cut it the way I want, but what's going to happen when we toss it is these long bits are going to break up anyway. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to get rid of that yucky bit. So, and again, if you're not an avocado fan, don't worry, just leave it out. I have one friend who's not an avocado fan, and it just makes me sad because it's such a delicious thing. But I know that's a silly thing to say because some people just don't like some things, and I have to accept that. All right, so I have everything in here. I think that's ready to go. What I have I forgotten anything? I've got rocket, radicchio, fennel, avocado, pickled onion. Okay, walnuts. I think walnuts are a great addition to most salads. If you love toasted walnuts, go ahead and toast them 160-degree oven for maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I love them raw. I find that if they're a little bit old, you never know, what's happened to the walnuts when you buy them. Toasting them makes them taste worse if they're on their way out. Fresh walnuts, you've got a little bit more leeway, I think. I always keep my walnuts in the fridge anyway, and I always buy them at a place where they have a big turnover. It's the most difficult nut to buy because it tends to go the most rancid. These are lovely, and they're going in my salad. I'm going to keep a few for garnish. I'm going to put most of them in and hold back a few. I've got some capers. I'm using salted capers, which I have soaked in water a little bit, and then I've drained them to get the salt out. Once I was lazy and put them in my tomato sauce without, I just gave them a quick rinse, and I didn't realize all the salt was there, and it was just unbearably salty. So you've got to get that salt off. And if you're using capers from a jar that's in vinegar, you just need to rinse them quickly. So capers are going in. And I think that's everything. So everything except for the salmon and the dressing and the pickled onions. So I think we'll set these aside. I'm going to use my pickled onions because they just look gorgeous. Pickled onions go in. And I'm just going to give all the ingredients a toss together before I add the dressing. And remember, this is not my serving bowl. I always like to make a salad in a big mixing bowl before I dress it, or while I dress it, and before I put it in the serving bowl. You can just have so much more space around the salad to give it a really good toss. And hands work very well, okay? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to add my dressing. Give it another shake, hold on, it's all greasy now. That wasn't very good planning. Let's try again. I will get this off at one point. Okay. I did it up too tight because I was too scared that it was going to go everywhere. And I'm going to dress it. I may not need all the dressing. I don't quite need it all. I'm going to give it a little season. I'm going to give it another toss. And I haven't put the trout in yet. Yum. This is delicious. It's not too mayonnaise-y, it's just got a light mayonnaise vibe, which I really like, just for something different, because we really, really live on vinaigrette in this house. Oil and vinegar or lemon juice and vinegar. Very good. All right. Delicious. Seasoned well. I'm just going to go and get a serving dish. Hold it one sec. Okay, I'm back with my serving dish. I'm going to just clean up my bench for a second. I always regret it when I don't clean up my bench as I go, and then I look at the video later and I'm like, oh God, why did I leave that mess there? So I'm just trying to make it a bit tidy now. Now I'm going to put my salad into my serving bowl. Now remember, I've seasoned it, I've tasted it, and I'm happy with it. And I wouldn't dress this salad far ahead of serving. I would do it just before serving, okay? It looks lovely, pile it up high like that. And I'm going to now put the trout on, because I didn't want to, I don't want it all mixed through before serving. I would like to actually see it on the top, and then as we serve ourselves lunch or dinner or whatever, it'll start to get mixed through itself. So this is the beautiful trout that I was talking about. And I'm just going to break chunks of it and just put it on the salad. I think it's a really, really delicious lunch, summer dinner, part of a buffet. I think it's absolutely delicious. And I love this hot smoked salmon as opposed to cold smoked salmon, because it's cooked and it's thicker and it can be beautifully flaked. And I think it's a wonderful addition to a salad. All right, how does that look? It's pretty good, if I might say so myself. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to now garnish it with my remaining walnuts. Let me just wash my hands. And this is my hot smoked trout salad with rocket, radicchio and fennel, with walnuts and pickled onions. And I think it is bloody delicious. This is my lunch. See you all. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Yum.